Forecasting is obviously a critical part for a successful retailer, because the retailer that succeeds is the one that can put the product in front of the customer. So right product, right price, right place at the right time, and have great availability but at lowest cost. So there's obviously been massive developments in forecasting with artificial intelligence, etc. There has also been a legislative impact on forecasting in terms of, for the bigger retailers, the impact of GSCOP and the need to show due diligence in your forecasting, so that suppliers are treated fairly in the space of forecasts and changes to forecasts within the lead time of a product. But it's the ability now to get the product to the right locations, because clearly you're supplying more and more on very short lead times. So we've seen the growth of Deliveroo working with the supermarkets, Uber Eats working with the supermarkets, and some of these new startups where people want to be able to order food, relatively small baskets of grocery, but have it delivered within 30 minutes or 15 minutes. That means that you have to be able to respond and be very targeted about what you have in your ranges and in different locations at the right time. I think forecasting has evolved with suppliers a lot in the space of just the relationships between the retailers and the suppliers, in that there's a real joint requirement as businesses have reduced their cash holding. So retailers tend to be more responsive, hold less stock. Suppliers over time are holding more stock and being more just in time in their production. So as much as the technology's improved, it's the retailers and the suppliers sharing visibility right up the supply chain and working together to improve forecasting to allow them to be responsive but tie up less resources in cash. People and process are still, essential parts of the forecasting process. So much as the technology's improved, and at Morrisons we were relying on artificial intelligence provided by Blue Yonder, you still need people to interpret those forecasts and people to ensure that the promotional plans are understood and have been laid down in sufficient time to plan effectively and to react to changes in other activity that's going on in your store estate. So you still need people to be able to communicate with suppliers and work across the various component parts of the business, whether that's merchandising and commercial in terms of range management, and the marketing teams in terms of your promotional activity, to make sure you've got all the right inputs into the forecasting technology.